you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better killing it. So sad about it.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back, my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Black 15!
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check it out,
Cluster.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Cut! I ground 80!
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Zero.
Check.
Cut!
Rivers now on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, 180.
Hey, here I come.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Wait, 85!
55, Ricky.
Behind!
The fullback won, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check 52!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 38, Luck. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Luck. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Check three.
Luck going to keep it on the sneak. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Check out. Ready. 52's the light. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 11. Ready.
After the run, Luck going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
79! White!
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Left side, Doyle with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Desmond King making the tackle. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing early.
That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down, and the Colts have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right here.
Throwing Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check nine. Mexico.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Big hold of the 30. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hines, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
50. Check out. Wide, 9 man. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Check 50. Check 50. 61. Match box white.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try the air now with Locke. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. Vinatieri's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Luck defers to Mack, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 7-yard line.
Check out! 674! Begin! 11. General West!
Watch the twist!
Again, it'll be Mack. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
We got 4.
From the gun, here's Luck. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Luck on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Alpha! Hey, Zoo!
2nd and 5 now. Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go right back to Matt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 43.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete here. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rivers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on 1st down, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing his line. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Luck gonna throw it. And he almost had it defensively. could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Let's go. Pick it up,
Now Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, 34 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Done. Round 80. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 11 yards there, first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Rocket.
Operating from the gun. Rivers looking for down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
380.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
190. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He can't hang.
Rivers on first down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10. Throwing now, Luck. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back. run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bag, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast at the money low. I'ma grab round man when it come back. I'ma give back my bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready, 95, 56. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Breeze now on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Yo.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Brees. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 16 yards, a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Brees. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Brees. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
6-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Houston.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, Watson rolling to his right. He's got the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline...
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut, taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Jones. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Breeze. Out left side here to Bryant. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dez Bryant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening. Once again, the Saints are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey,
and the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So we are at halftime of the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Let's set a time. 31. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. 47.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Check 49.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun now for Brees. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Brees. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
5-8, 5-8. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Cook with a first down and much more. And this is Cook with a grab. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Breeze now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Breeze now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Saints have retaken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
To throw, it's Breeze, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Here we go.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Throwing again on second down. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Brees now on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 40 now on second down. Brees looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Brees to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
How'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis
touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints have moved out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Big hit. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So first and 10 now from the 30. Breeze to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. On the keeper, it's Breeze. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this Texans defense stands tall. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Get off the field. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Okay, just like that. Just like that. 47 mic. Time is up.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
47's the mic.
Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mike, ready? 5-9. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah.
To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Houston, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You better call.